Step right up, let's take the dive. Crypto world is coming alive. From XRP to the blockchain beat. Join the crew where pioneers meet. Got builders, dreamers paving the way. Multi-chain vibes, we're here to stay. Wanna know? Don't wait, let's go. Dip a toe, join the Web3 flow. Take a step, explore the scene. Dip a toe, show, living the dream. From the ledger to the stars we climb. Crypto's future, it's our time. Dip a toe, yeah, take that chance. Join the vibe, let's crypto dance. To crypto dance. Faces of crypto, stories we share. Early adopters, they're everywhere. From XRP to the Web3 wave. Bold moves, only we're here to pay. Melissa and Simon, they light the way. Every week it's a crypto play. Wanna know? Don't wait, let's go. Dip a toe, join the Web3 flow. Take a step, explore the scene. Dip a toe, show, living the dream. From the ledger to the stars we climb. Crypto's future, it's our time. Dip a toe, yeah, take that chance. Join the vibe, let's crypto dance. Let's crypto dance. No advice, just a spark to ignite. Do your research, keep your vision tight. Community strong, we're building the way. Dip a toe show, here to stay. Take a step, explore the scene. Dip a toe show, living the dream. From the ledger to the stars we climb. Crypto's future, it's our time. Dip a toe, yeah, take that chance. Join the vibe, let's crypto dance. Go take a chance. Don't be shy. Crypto's calling. We're reaching the sky. Join the movement. Come take a look. Web3's rising. The world's been shook. Ooh.
The world's been shook. Ooh. What's up, Simon?
Whoa, I'm doing good. Hi, yes, what is up? Lots of things are up, and lots of things are down, but don't frown. Pick it up. How are
Huh?
you?
I'm doing fantastic. Happy
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Happy hump day. It doesn't feel like hump day to me, man. I don't even know what day it is, to be quite honest. It's been so busy.
Busy is good, though, right?
It is. I do have some extremely good news, like really, really cool crypto news, not related to price pump.
Okay.
For the past 3 weeks, I've been helping out a barely retired couple, and this individual decided to throw the dice and get involved into crypto a little while ago, 3, maybe 4 years ago. Well, they had given me a call because their cryptos appeared to be missing. Okay. And in a roundabout way, they were. But inevitably, they were found and recovered. And we're talking some serious weight that was missing that is not now back in their possession. So T and C, a shout out to you both on your due diligence and sticking with it through the storm. You now have your retirement funds in full profits right now. So I just wanted to share that with you people. As you know, sometimes we get these good stories about how cryptos were lost, but no, you didn't figure out how you got them there or somewhere else, which was a lot of work. But I'm telling you, it feels good to share a win. Feels good to share a win. So yes, I want to share that with everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's people like you, Simon, that's helping the dip-a-toers, right? A lot of times we're moving in this space. We don't quite know what we're doing yet, but that's why shows like Dip-a-Toe and people like you are so important, so that we can find out what the heck to do when this crazy
what do we do?
You know?
Yeah,
we panic, that sort of thing. So absolutely.
And I tip my hat to anybody that is brave enough to reach out to a show like this and go out there, put yourself out there, and talk to a real person, because it's dark and mysterious out there. It's dark and mysterious, in the deep end sometimes. But good on you for being brave and taking that chance to do some more research, investigate the people you're asking help from. So
Yeah.
congratulations. Yeah.
We have a very special show this evening.
Yes, we do.
Want to welcome in. We've got 29 in here so far, you guys. If you're not subscribed to Dip a Toe on YouTube, please go over and subscribe on YouTube. Help our channel grow. Share the loves. Retweet the space or the show if you're on X. We would really appreciate it. We got Miss Kita in here and Optimistic Prime. And who else do we have? We had Bergson, I saw was in here. Awesome Amy. Who else we got, Simon?
I don't lots of people. I was on a different but that's good. We got Stephanie, we got Fishing with Camo Joe in the house. Let's see who else. Well, we got the Miss Stone. Did you call Stone? I mean,
yeah, Stone.
Stone. Where's Miss Connie? We have Panthera's in the house. Miss Connie's in the house. Did you? We got Awesome Amy, as you said again, but of course she is totally worth mentioning twice. She is so nice. Love Amy.
Awesome. Is that Amy's awesome? We got
Amy's awesome. She is awesome. I love hearing her tell her story about how she got in, and then she tells where her previous field that she was in and how she got here. So it's I love that. I love those stories, but I'm not going to put her stuff out on Front Street. But hey, how was your weekend?
It was
a good week.
It was fantastic. It was. I actually, to be honest with you, I was sick. I was sick. I'm actually getting much better now. I feel much better now. But yeah, I was pretty sick for a while. I kept going up and down, but I actually feel like I got a little wind beneath me now. Beneath my wings now.
I was just about to sing that, but I was like, no, don't do that. I'm gonna make everybody else that we're having on the show tonight just like, oh, dude, Simon, please, for the love of God. We don't even have a beer yet. Please. Yeah, I did too. After I came home from my trip down to Silicon Valley area for that event that I was at and helping out down there, I got sick. What is it? That's why I didn't do the airport. So I drove my car. Yeah, it was a good time though. Good time.
Well, guys, tonight we have welcome back to the Faces of Crypto special edition. We're featuring 4 guests from the Web3 space: a blockchain developer, a singer-songwriter, an artist and explorer, and a metaverse creator. We're excited to hear their stories on building crypto from code to creativity. I'm going to give you a little brief introduction of each of them before we bring them in. Bassam, first up is Bassam, the Web3 blockchain developer and creator of XRP Warlords NFT collection on the XRPL. It's the first Battle Royale series with 1,200 unique warriors for play-to-earn gaming, and they share insights on smart contracts and dApps that empower creators. Next up, we have Rob Philo, I hope I am saying that right, but we're going to find out. International singer-songwriter and ISA Male Vocalist of the Year in 2025. He's here to discuss what he thinks of NFTs, perhaps maybe fan tokens in the future, blockchain's role for indie artists, plus his memoir, Singing with the Trees, a special treat he's going to sing for us. And then also we have one of our favorite, Michael, aka XRP Man, Red Candle Killer, artist, musician, videographer, and XRPL dev. He's going to talk about his XRP art, the crypto lore, and turning explorers into Web3 pros with his Red Candle Killer vibes. He's also the creator of the X meme video with the song that our favorite Connie wrote for Stone for Coffee.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And then finally, hopefully I'm saying this right, we have Ren Vaith, founder of Black Letter Studios, who's been brewing the Black Letter in since 2020. And it's a decentralized, player-owned, world-blending social gaming and blockchain economy that he's created and been thinking up for quite some time. So it's going to be really interesting to talk to these four diverse people here in the crypto space. So let's meet our knights makers, angels, rebels, and moguls. Let's get them in here. Got Rob, we got Ren, XRP Man, and Basimo. Welcome to Dipato after the Faces of Crypto. How are
Fancy
you doing?
meeting you here.
What is up? What is up? Welcome, gentlemen. It's very nice to have you all here. And actually, I'm gonna change this up. So here's what we do here on Faces of Crypto. What I thought is we're gonna start out with who you are and what lit your crypto spark. Or, well, actually, no, we're not going to do that. I'm going to have you tell us a little bit about yourself before we start getting into these questions, because I want people to know a little bit more about who you are. And I will just say this: if you can mute your mic if you're not in the hot seat, that'll cut back on some of the feedback noise. So first up, we're going to go with Basimo. Basim, let me get him over there. I'm trying to get him over there. It's not letting me do it. There we go. Hey, how are you doing? Welcome to Crypto.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm so excited to be here and to see all these beautiful people on the ledger. Everyone is building. Everyone is excited about what he's doing. So it's a pleasure to be on the Dipato show. Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, Basim. And is it Basim? Am I pronouncing your name correctly?
Yes, definitely. So my name is Basim, aka Basim Online. I am a full stack developer and entrepreneur. I am owner of a digital agency called Maghreb Digital. We deliver services related to Web 2 and Web 3, such as web development, mobile development, NFTs, web design, 3D modeling. So all that packed with me and my team. We've been working on that for the past 6 years with different clients from all over the world. And we are happy about all the connections we made. Talking about XRP specifically, back in like 1 year ago, I was trying to get to know how the technology works on XRP, because it's a bit different than the EVM chains like Ethereum, BNB, and other chains. And I found that exciting to learn more about how it works. And I really fall in love with XRP and how it's it. And I see like the community was small and people start jumping in the chain. And that was the hook, how I started building on XRP. And I was able to build a lot of projects, not just XRP Wallet that we'll be discussing about. And that was the thing, how I started on the ledger.
Okay. Before we move on to Rob, I'm curious about your background. So have you always been involved in coding and that sort of thing? Like, is your in real life job actually as a coder, or kind of what's your history? How long have you been in crypto?
Yeah. Yes, I am. I went to college here in Morocco, because I'm based in Morocco now. I've been studying for 4 years, like software engineering. I've worked for more than 4 different companies, different sectors as a lead engineer. We've been developing, of course, not Web 3, just Web 2 here. We don't have Web 3 yet in Morocco, but yeah, I was like team leader for a coding team here. And after that, I decided to leave working as a salary guy, and we started opening our own agency and working here locally with different clients. And at some point, we had to expand that. So I had one partner from Las Vegas. His name was Jesus. We made a collab and started an agency. And we've been working delivering services to mostly every business in Las Vegas we have been, because he was doing the marketing, I was doing the dev side, And that's how I started like expanding, not just working locally, but working with people from all over the world. And by time, you make more network, and then you keep building and keep growing. So that's how the story from just a student to Web3 monster.
Yeah. Well, welcome to Dipito. We appreciate you being here. I'm gonna move on here to Rob. Get you out of the hot seat and get Rob in there. Rob, welcome to Faces of Crypto. How are you doing this evening?
It's an absolute honor to be here, Melissa. Thank you so much. I really appreciate what you're doing here, and I'm so happy to be outing myself as an XRP maxi.
Tell our audience a little bit about yourself, a little bit about your background, and on how long you've been in crypto.
Well, I've been a songwriter for a lot longer than I've been in crypto. I've been writing music. Music's sort of my way of coping with this strange shared human condition we're all dealing with. I hopped into crypto last cycle, so 4 or 5 years ago, about that. And I just jumped in, and it was the casino. And as generally happens in the casino with me, I lost everything. Luckily, I don't have much to begin with, so it was okay. I learned a lot, and I totally gave up on crypto. And then it took about, 3 years. And I was having a moment of doubt and pain, as we all do. And this sounds a little bit out there, but I prayed. I said a prayer. I'm not a religious person, but I'm a very spiritual person. And
Amen to that.
Yeah,
there you go.
Amen to that.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I think that awakening is going on, but we can get into that later. If we want to wax philosophical, that's my game. But yeah, I said a prayer, and I said, I'm missing something. I'm missing my tribe. I don't have people that I can relate to in my community. I try, and I don't have a lot of people to relate to anywhere. And I also need some guidance. I need some advice on finances, and I just put that out there into the universe. And then the next day, I think something came up about First Ledger. And I hopped into First Ledger and had no idea what I was doing. And of course, I completely paper-handed it just like I did years before, and totally got wrecked. But I started looking up some of the people. So I looked up Zoj, I think was one of the first ones. And I started listening to spaces.
God
and
led
hearing
you
people
well.
speak. And then I actually reached out to him thinking, like, these guys are celebrities. They'll never talk to me. And he talked to me, and he gave me some just basic, like, heads up of how the lay of the land. And then I started meeting other people and other projects in the meme world. And then I got into NFTs and started meeting people who are doing NFTs. And I did some charity experimentation on an alt account to see how I could incorporate transparency to charity, because a lot of charities, nonprofit organizations, they'll just completely fleece all the donations, and they'll go to the directors or the executive directors and other things, or just wasted money. So if you could actually have a charity where you can publicly expose all the money coming in and directly to the wallets where it's going out. Even if you create a little API with that, so you could have a website, you could literally show where the money goes. And I think people actually have more confidence in donating to your charity, and when they can see that the funds are actually doing good things. So, not to be too self-centered, I kind of thought, well, so I need to make an album. I've been told for many years, about 2021, I met my lovely wifey, and she met me on the shores of Beaver Lake, and I was playing my guitar, and she said, you know what, you got to get this out of there. You have to get this music out, because it's a beautiful gift and you're keeping it all to yourself. And I said, well, I don't know the first thing about doing that. So she pushed me, not so gently, on a path of being a professional musician. And it's culminated into albums, awards. I won the ISSA Silver for Male Vocalist, International Vocalist of the Year.
I
Recently.
mean, can I just pause you there?
Pause.
I will tell you, guys, go to Rob Philo. Am I saying it as a Philo?
You've totally nailed it right off the bat. So yeah, you're in my good books.
Amen. So go to robphilo.com. You guys click all of his links and listen to his music. You're going to be floored. It's fantastic. And so when I first came across you, And I said, you said yes, I'll be on the show, and
Yeah.
we had to go through the super serious channels of getting you on here, and
Dun, dun, dun.
your manager person.
You have to. That's my wifey.
You gotta go through wifey.
If the manager doesn't approve, it's not happening. I'm afraid.
Yeah.
She's led me very well so far.
He said you got to go through my manager, which is my wife, and if he said it's okay. And I just have to tell you, so talented. Love all your songs. It's going to be a great treat here in a little bit. We're going to have you sing a song, and I'm so excited about it. But yeah, I do want to encourage the audience. He made it real easy for you. robphilo.com. Go there right now and check him out and subscribe to his YouTube channel. Just saying. Okay, carry on.
I have one question. I'm going to interject since Melissa did.
Amen.
Is that a Technique 1200 over your, I assume, left shoulder?
Oh my gosh, you actually saw the record player?
Bro, yeah,
that's a 1973.
So that's
a 1973.
Whoa, you got
Techniques.
a classic there.
It was
belt-driven,
my dad's.
Baby. Yeah, okay.
No, direct drive.
It's direct drive. Okay.
Excuse me. And it's it was my dad's, and it was broken, and I ended up refurbishing it, and it plays all my records. I got Ella Fitzgerald on there right now.
Okay.
Might smooth into some T and Bing Crosby later. I don't know.
There you go, some Bean. I like some Bean. I'm down with some Bean for sure. That's cool. I just had to ask. I was like, wait a minute, do you spin too, dude? That's fire.
No, it's an old just player, but that's really.
I got it. Respect the classics.
I got to be careful. I don't have any dirty underwear hanging anywhere or anything scary.
No, but
no
if you're
dirties.
concerned about that, you might want to talk to your manager.
You know too much already.
It'll come out of your pay though, I'm sure.
Exactly. Oh, so it started in music, and not the wife, but the wifey. I should direct that so I don't get in too much trouble later. She directed me down this path and really took over the managing and pushed me on this direction. And then I've met so many people. We toured Alberta, Canada. We've toured all over the place, played so many shows. And it's time, I've been told by many people, I need to get an album together.
Amen.
So to get an album together, I've priced it out at the cheapest I can do to get sort of a name producer involved. Is going to be about $25,000 US. If anybody knows better than I do, please let me know, but that's way out of my price range. So what I was thinking is, what if I could incorporate NFTs with music? And now this is going to get stolen, and I hope you do steal it, whoever you are. Do original one-of-one performances with my friend Anna Elisa Fine Arts. She does amazing work. She could do the artwork like a one-of-one with a one-of-one performance. So you go through a weekend and you perform the same song with love 50 times. And then each performance is a one-of-one that only one person can own, and then actually sell that as an NFT to fundraise for the album. I don't know. It's an idea.
I'm going to tell you what. We're going to talk about specifics here in this next round of questioning. I'm going to have you expand on your projects, and then I'm going to have you do a song. But yeah, anything else other as far as your personal background? You got a wife. Do you have any kids? I don't know. It's not
no kids.
But
independent guy doing his music. Lady friend is the wind beneath my wings, and music's just very important. I've been meeting a lot of really amazing people, and my music is reaching them. And when I got into the sort of XRP community, I really felt like I locked into a beautiful group of what I call amazing, beautiful misfits. That all
Amen, brother.
Find themselves and be willing to talk, and there's incredible tolerance of different ideas and incredible respect in discussion and debate. Trench warfare is one of my favorite spaces, but there are many wonderful spaces where I've participated, and I just lurk, listen, and learn, and a lot of them as well. So just very happy to be here on this show, which is amazing because I've seen these guests you have. They're amazing people. I feel absolutely honored to be shoulder to shoulder with tonight's guests and the echoes of the other shows. They're amazing guests. So thank you very much for having me.
Well, we sure do appreciate you being here. All right, we're going to put Mr. Michael, XRP Man, in the hot seat. Welcome to Dip a Toe, Faces of Crypto. How you doing this evening? Oh, you're on mute. Whoops. There you go. Touchy. Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Fantastic. So I have to tell you straight away before you introduce yourself, I'm a big fan, huge fan of yours. Your creations that you've been putting out. I mean, the X meme video that you created along with Connie's song for Stone's X meme project is just, it's one of my favorite. It's just absolutely awesome. And I've been a fan ever since. And you're so creative in that. Please tell the audience a little bit about yourself. Like, what's your background? Have you been in, how long you've been in crypto? What do you do for fun? You know, that kind of stuff.
Well, obviously, I'm from the South. I'm from Louisiana. And as far as the art goes, I've always been an artist as long as I can remember. And I can remember as being a small child. My uncle used to come over, and he was a great artist and did oil paintings, and he showed me how to draw a duck. And it kind of started there as far as the art goes, and I never really stopped. You know, you saw my NFT, my music NFT. I've made music since I was a small child too. It's just kind of in our family. Being from where I'm from and the type of church we went to, there was just, I mean, we had a whole band in our church growing up. So like my aunt is a bass guitarist, and my cousins play drums, and everybody sings. And so it's just one of those things that it's kind of like everybody. That's why I say everybody in Louisiana can just bust off with a rhyme or a song or something. It's just, it is, it's true.
I love it.
As far as, so I had a computer, and I'm probably older than I look, but I had a computer in 1985. It was actually back then called a word processor.
Yep.
But my first real computer was a Performa. I think it was a 625 maybe, but it was in like 1992 or 94. So I've always been. There was a program called ClarisWorks way back in the day before even Windows was a big thing, and you could manipulate pixels and do pixel art even back then, and you could just stick somebody's head in a photo. So I've always done digital art as well. So yeah, as far as that goes, that's where my background comes from. So I'm a carpenter by trade, but I haven't always been a carpenter. I was actually, my first job ever, well, my first job, I was probably 8 years old, but my first real job, I was a veterinary assistant. And
Cool.
yeah, it was hard. My job interview was, the guy felt on my arm, and he said, "Can you start Sunday?" But yeah, it's crazy. But my first real job, I guess you would say, was in marketing. So I've been in sales and marketing until I was probably 25 years old. But back and forth, because I also worked on oil rigs until 2001, approximately. So yeah, so let's just fast forward. The music kind of took off in 2008, about around the same year Obama was elected, and I moved to New York, and I traveled around with a couple of guys. I don't want to call any names, but I traveled around for about 6 years, all through New England.
Call the names. Name drop. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Well, I'll just tell you two. I'll tell you two.
Tell us.
Danny Crump Jr. and Senior, and the person, I'll just say this, the person who sent me is dead now, so I can say his name, but it was Val Kilmer.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
Wow.
Yeah, well, he was he was a weird guy, but he was a nice guy. It really, our exchange was just more or less, he liked my poetry and my music. So we just had a connection, and there was like 1 year of his life that he didn't really do any movies and work, which is 2008. And so I got to know him. a little bit, but it was long distance. It was like MySpace, but it was legit, and it created a situation where I was being my music was going somewhere where I had a chance.
Can I ask you a question? So,
Sure.
so you're on MySpace, and like we all, well, us older people remember MySpace. I do. Creating like the fancy page and learning to code. Like that was my first learning to code experience with MySpace and in creating it. So you were on MySpace and you had your music on there, right? And so you never know who's watching your channel or your creation, right? And so you're telling me that while you're on MySpace, Val Kilmer came across your work somehow, some way, and started.
No, it wasn't by coincidence.
Oh,
no,
okay.
no, it was okay. So, so I had my music on my, which I have a whole nother history with the music. And I don't even know where to start with that. I grew up in a weird kind of situation where it was like in the 80s, in the early 90s, the music really was all rap. I mean, it was like we were listening to NWA and Too Short and great. I mean, the first song I remember ever hearing was Queen, Another One Bites the Dust. So that's, I mean, like the first.
You're with me. You're in my age group, I think.
Yeah, maybe. So yeah, so I had a really weird start with music, and I maybe was 6 years old when I heard that song, and I remember to this day my uncle, who was my best friend until I was 13, played it on. You remember those old TVs you would have that would. It wasn't a TV. It was like you put a slot in it and it had a record player on top. I mean, I'm old school. So I heard Another One Bites the Dust, and I grew up on some stuff that nobody should have ever listened to, NWA, and but yeah, so I was with my uncle. We were doing bass competitions. To this day, my uncle, he lives in Texas, and he still got a $99,000 competition stereo system in his truck. So, and I'm the opposite as far as that goes. Like most of the songs I do are on. So yeah, so I grew up on some strange stuff, and considering we were in Louisiana, because like on the other side, it was like 50s music from our grandparents. But I mean, it was like Opie, and then it was country music on my dad's side. So it was just weird. I had a weird history. So, but yeah, I've always made music, and it's always been in my family, and everybody in my family still to this day still makes some type of music. So they come naturally. Now, how I got into crypto, so I don't take your whole night here. So after, and I don't want to get into too much about COVID and all that, but somehow I ended up, when I moved back from New York, and well, actually I moved back from South Carolina from work. Matter of fact, from where Stone lives in Charleston. And that was the last place I was on the road. But after I moved back, I went into business because my whole life, I didn't tell you this, but my family cleaned carpet. That's what they did. So it was like on the summertime when I went to my grandparents' house, we cleaned carpet and we detailed cars, which is a strange combination. But so when I moved to New York, in the first place, that's what I did. I cleaned carpet. So I was going to hotels and cleaning carpet. So when I came back home, that's what I fell back into. I was like, well, I came home. I had this big trip on the road. It's a long story, but I started cleaning carpet again. And then people started pulling up their carpet. So then I started pulling up carpet and putting in floors. And before you knew it, I was doing drywall, and then I was doing trim. And then because I just did everything. So before you knew it, I'm remodeling houses. And that's what I do now is I fix them up from the ground up and flip them. So that's what I do. But about a year ago, as a matter of fact, almost to the day, I think tomorrow, we had a lot of trouble because a lot of the people that I had hired had passed away or were hooked on drugs. Or my business that I do, carpentry and construction, your hands, before 2020, they had addictions, but they were manageable. Like they would drink or whatever, or any kind of drug, but they still work. But after 2020,
We lost the sound there.
Oh,
for a
we
second.
lost your sound. We lost your sound somehow. Uh-oh.
Let's see here.
I don't know what happened.
Heck, Mike.
We lost your sound.
Ba-dum-bum. We lost your sound.
Yeah. We're gonna how about I don't know if you can hear us. We're gonna drop you. We'll go to
Mr. Ren.
we'll go to Mr. Wren and we'll bring you back up. How's that? No worries.
Fabex says Ren's in the bathroom right now going, okay. Oh, there we go. There he is.
You
A
got it?
Bluetooth
Are
switch
you
out.
there? There you
Yeah,
are.
we got you. Yes, we do.
Your earbuds died, didn't they?
No, no.
Oh.
Just where I live, probably. I have a brick house in the middle. It's in a town it has no signal. I'm surprised I've made it this long.
I have
So
I have a buddy that lives in is it Calacuska Pines out there in Alabama? He has the same problem. Brick house and nothing but God's country. No signal.
Yeah. Let's tell us how you got into crypto, how long you've been into crypto, and then we're going to circle back as we go back around and have you talk about the things that you're doing in this metaverse, this universe of crypto world.
Right. Well, so a year ago, everything kind of fell apart, which I believe everything happens for a reason. I trust that. I mean, I'm just saying, I trust Christ. I'm a follower of Jesus. And I feel like I work for him. And it's a long story, but that's what I do. And so about a year ago, everything fell apart and I fell on my knees and I begged God to help me. And so the next day, my best friend, who's probably the most golden man on earth, he's the most loyal friend you've ever seen. His name is Jake. And he said, God told him to tell me about crypto. So the next day he taught me how to make a wallet and Robinhood. And so I did. And before you knew it, I'd made almost $17,000, which he knew I would jump in head first because I'm a hustler. I hustle. I go door to door, floor to floor, and I make things happen. So that's what I did. So approximately 3 days before Trump dropped his coin, we planned on dropping our own token. And I don't even know. I went from going into crypto and being an investor to saying, hey, let's make a token. So my best friend's name is Jake, and we were going, in commemoration of him, I was going to make a coin called Jake the Snake coin token, but I didn't want to screw it up. And I didn't know the difference between really the XRP. I mean, I did ride Phoenix up and I did work. If you know who Phoenix is, I did know about XRP, but I didn't know there was a difference. I thought if you drop a token, it would go on Robinhood. I didn't know any difference. So I dropped XRP man as a test token, and it was the market cap jumped so fast that it ended up sticking. So just so happens the way God works, my art, my videography, you don't know, but I also have made commercials and I do that, and I have my own software and my own equipment to make videos. So that's why you were asking about the videos. I have a lot of experience at videos. I'm really good at making commercials and advertisements and ads and marketing, and I know how to close the whole work. So that's why you're seeing it's not something new. It's not all AI. I actually hand draw my models first, and I have several tools some I built that I use to make the videos. That's why most people can't do what I do on that. So that's where that comes from. And also we have a sign company, so I know how to use SVGs and manipulate pixels. So, but yeah, so that's how I got into crypto. So that's where I'm at today. I dropped a token on January the 20th. I've been the day of since then. I'm active in Telegram. I do a lot of things for Stone. I'm his artist. Stone is one of the best guys I've ever met. I love the guy.
He's a good one.
He's good.
Dude. He's my friend.
We're gonna talk more about exactly what you're doing in this space. when we come back around to the next line of questioning on the faces of crypto. But we're gonna bring Ren in right now and have him introduce himself and prepare for the future questions, XRP man. Ren, welcome to Faces of Crypto.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
Let's see, 35-year-old Canadian, father of a 10-year-old daughter, who I do believe is watching. Hi, Natiri, if you're watching. She also says hi to everybody on the show, too. Relatively.
Can I say this? Your mic, for some reason, is a little bit low. I don't know if anyone else is having trouble hearing you, but I am.
Is that any better?
I think so. I think I actually got you up to the loudest. Let's see.
1 second.
Try one more time.
Let me try it. Is that better?
That's
You guys hear me
better.
now?
Yeah.
And that's much better. There we go. All right,
Okay.
good. Perfect.
So certainly, yeah. I'll circle back really quickly. 35-year-old Canadian, father of a 10-year-old daughter who I know is watching and wants everybody to know she says hi. Hi,
Just say
Natiri.
hi back. Hey, girl.
Hey, lady.
Relatively new to the crypto space. So my company's called Black Letter Studios. We're games, books, cartoons, kind of the whole 9 yards when it comes to multimedia. I've got a really talented team, and we've been working on video game projects, tabletop projects here and there for, gosh, the last 5-6 years now. My team right now is actually working with a really talented creator from the UK. His name's Your Local Bread Man. I challenge anybody to go check him out. He's fantastic. Working on a video game of his video content, which we're close to an alpha test here right away. So that's really exciting. Yeah, what else can I say? Just to pair it too, Rob, I wanted you to know too, man. I'm a huge musician as well. Guitar, bass, drums, piano, turntables.
There it is.
Listen, I have to say, I
I
had
sense
no
a jam session
idea.
coming on.
I had no idea that I had 3 musicians. Now, Bassam, you're gonna blow my mind.
Bassam, we got you, bro. I know what to do. We're gonna be on the back end. We'll do lights.
No.
Lights and sound.
But at least I know the basics of how to play guitar. So I'm in the team.
Okay, we count that. That's a win.
There we go.
Faces of Crypto home band, I guess we'll call
Just
it.
need 3 chords, baby.
No, but
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about your background. You know, like what you've done in the past. What you're experienced with and that sort of thing.
Yeah, so kind of a jack of all trades, honestly, growing up. To pair some of the other people here too. Like I did a lot of work in the oil field, a lot of work in the trades. Tried to kind of go that route in high school. Kind of always, I've been a lifelong artist, I should say too. I'm a published poetry author. Been a creative writer since I was in junior high. Yeah, I've kind of always anything artistic, whether it comes to writing, music, art. Even down to black letter calligraphy. Like I've been doing a lot of that stuff.
All
for a
right,
long
on
time.
calligraphy. Yeah, man. Talk
Yeah,
about
it's-
art right there, dude. I love that stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
and black
Yeah,
letters, dude.
yep.
Sorry.
I love that. I love that look, man. I absolutely love that look.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. No, so I mean, kind of stay with that kind of throughout my teenage years, and then kind of just slowly drifted into. It was always my dream to have a studio and to be able to work on projects like this.
Sure.
It all kind of started with tabletop gaming. Actually, we had. It's a really long story, honestly. Moving from, starting the studio with kind of a few core skeleton team, Joshua J. Arndt from Texas, Walter Black also, who's the head of Option Death Studios out in Texas also. Kind of just starting with a very small core team, Zach Malley as well. Really talented guys, really good people. Part of the mission statement of Black Letter Studios was always just to the synergy matters. Like, I don't care how good somebody is at something. Like, if to work with our team, being a good person is a prerequisite. Like, I would no sooner, like, it's really important that we're able to even work with people that we would be comfortable having dinner with.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
No, gotcha. Yep.
Yeah, it was a really, really important aspect starting the company. Like, I wanted to instill a really strong spirit of camaraderie, and I don't want to say family, but it's ultimately bloomed
No,
into
but it
a
is. It's a
family.
business family. It's a business family. You know, it really is a business family. You know, because you get to know each other. You get to grow with each other, right? I mean, you know, you really have to click when it matters. You know,
That's right.
and
Yep, that's right.
when someone on the team or a few people on the team are not clicking, the rest of the team in their
They
own
feel
way
it.
comes around, they feel it, and it's like, hey, what can we do? What can we do? Just like you know, you said you were in the trades. I too am in the trades. Look, when there's someone that's not having their day, it's one or two people that reach out and go, what's going on?
It's
It's
all
like there
about
ain't,
trust.
you know, and it's like, hey, just what's going on? I don't, whatever your dirt is, what is it? Maybe we can help tomorrow because today we ain't helping today. Ain't nobody
That's
helping
it.
today. Well, you know,
Yeah,
because you're going through it. But we're all here for you if you want it. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
yeah, that's for me. That's a family. That's business family. You know, we take care of business today.
that's it. Eh?
Yeah,
I
you
just,
gotta
you
have
know,
it.
growing up hearing that company live from people that really didn't care about you, it's something that I try really hard to. I try not to say that because it used to bug me so much hearing that growing up. You know, like
Right.
as
Yeah.
soon as you hear a boss say
Funny
that,
how you're on the other side of that though, right? You're like, oh, I know what they meant now. Dang it.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah,
So, but no, I mean that being said, we've been really fortunate in that regard. I've often lived by the motto that if you do your work authentically and genuinely, you know, unknown allies will seek you out, and I'm definitely living proof of that. I couldn't have gotten anywhere close to where we've gotten without my team, and they're an integral part of everything. Particularly when it comes to this new project, which I'm sure we can get into a little later.
Yeah,
but,
we'll get into that in a little bit. We're gonna get into that in a little bit. So you got the studio started, right? So you got the studio. So take us from the studio to the crypto realm, because you're saying you started with tabletop gaming. Take us down
Yeah,
that real quick.
yeah. So again,
Because you said you said you're fairly new to crypto. So take us down
yeah,
that journey.
yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah, so I again just making authentic moves. Decided to start a Twitter page, and also to pair Rob. I'm a very, very spiritual human, and I've been making a lot of moves in the esoteric space lately. Started an X account just to kind of get my own message out there and to try to again find the tribe, you know. And was really, really fortunate to find some really good aligned people as well that were able to onboard me. And it was kind of crazy, actually. I mean, just by happenstance, I jump into a crypto space, and 24 hours later, I'm onboarded with a Zalman wallet, and I'm a crypto bro.
Okay.
Welcome to the club.
You didn't happen to bump into Opti, did you?
Yeah. Shout out to Opti, Mr. Zam, all you guys, particularly even Melissa. I think you were one of the earlier people we spoke to as well. So it's it was a genuine pleasure, and I kind of suddenly recognized that okay, like this is where I'm supposed to be, very, very obviously. But and I mean, in struggling too. I mean, a lot of the main project that I'm currently working on, aside from the team, I was again, it's a project that's lived in my soul for a really long time, and that said, it's just moving from the Web 2 world and moving into a Web 3 space. Suddenly, the realization came to me that what I was working on the entire time was meant for Web 3. Suddenly, like kind of about 16 tumblers kind of that were just slightly ajar all fell into place at once when oh my God, like this is a Web3 project. Like that's why this isn't working out. And suddenly kind of opened the doors to a whole new world of possibilities that I actually hadn't realized just having it be a Web 2 project. So.
Awesome. So you went from I don't know anything about the crypto to now I'm all in on crypto to my project still doesn't work and it's driving me bonkers, but yet it's still in the trunk of my car. And then Web3 comes along and you're like, holy crap, I got that in the trunk of my car.
Exactly.
Yes, awesome. Well, I want to hear more about the what's in the trunk of your car here in a little bit. So when did you get into crypto? What year was that?
It was actually this year.
All right. He's a brand new baby.
Yeah. Brand new, frankly.
Right on.
Yeah, it's been a ride, man, to say the least. And even just getting my head kind of away from, working 9 to 5 and really starting to learn finance. I always knew this was a spot for me. I just kind of took Web3 and crypto to make me realize that this is where I belong the whole time.
100%, 100%. You said one of my favorite words in the world, finance. I love the financial literacy world. So if you're into reading, cool. If you're not, then I suggest Audible since you have a studio. I'm gonna mention 3 books real quick, and then I'm gonna turn it back over to Melissa. First one is called Richest Man in Babylon. Okay, check that one out. Unless you know it already, right? Okay. Yeah. I know we should have like an affiliate link to Amazon by now. By all the time I mention these books, Rich Dad Poor Dad. And the third one is Becoming Your Own Banker by R. Nelson Nash.
Yeah, that's a good one too. I should recommend Lords of Easy Money as well.
Lords of Easy Money, I've heard, have not read it. It's on my list.
Yeah, that one's a winner.
Yeah. Cool.
Just
all right, dope.
Literacy.
Yeah, awesome. Love it. We could talk about this all day. Melissa, I'm going to turn it over back to you.
All right, so I'm gonna so now we're gonna go to the what's cooking in your crypto kitchen, and we got Basimo online in the hot seat. Basim, what is cooking in your crypto kitchen? I'd like to know what are you working on as far as the digital asset space. I know you're involved. You're creator of the XRP Warlords. How's the battle royale evolving? Can you fill us in on what you've been working on?
Definitely. I was really listening to the guys, and I'm inspired about everybody's story. Ren, Rob with his guitar, XRP Man. I've seen XRP Man in different places on Telegram groups, but this time I got to see him on Facecam. Shout out to you, XRP Man. So about the Warlord, it's a PvP game where you can play multiplayer with anybody in the world, and it's built on the Ledger using Zaman wallet and so on. With all the rewards, the staking, and the NFTs and collabs that we did through the last 9 months with different projects, we are keep upgrading, keep pushing, adding new updates from time to time. When it's the right time, we drop these updates. So besides the Warlord, I've been involved in different projects that are not mine, but just, you can say, like building for other communities, from NFTs, 3D modelings, even other games for people. Maybe I cannot say names, like what's the project names, but definitely they are on the Ledger. So besides the Warlord, we made the X raffle, which is like the platform where you can raffle your NFT and one random person gets it once they buy tickets from you through an escrow system. And now we are currently working on a platform where we will be facilitating finance for users. It's not a gamify project, but it's more a financial project that allow people to manage their finance, and they can it's kind of like you borrow money and then you have to pay next week. What you call that in USA? I don't know. So like a circle where you have to paying
yourself back with interest, becoming your own banker. Yeah, you're doing it right there, brother.
Yes, exactly. So that's what we are working on currently, and that should be released soon. Like besides that, I've been working with Nexus Water, with the Fuzzy team, with a lot of community on XRP, and I'm just excited to help anybody who's building or build for the community, and just be all united building on the Ledger, because I'm happy to see Ren, and he said he has a studio making games. I'm excited to see his website, what he's been building. Also Rob's story, XRP Man. I'm really excited and bullish about you guys, and I love everything you do. And I'll check all of you. I'll follow all of you. This is the Dippy show that we need. And yeah.
Man, so I do have a couple questions. So we've got 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes. So if you want to expand a little bit on the concept of the raffle, what you've created as far as that, kind of take the audience through how that actually works on the blockchain. What is the idea there?
Okay, sure. So basically, using the ledger using the ledger ecosystem plus the Zaman wallet to connect them together, we're gonna start from zero. For someone, let's say Rob has a collection of NFTs, he will log in and he gonna log in. He gonna select one of his NFTs that he wanna raffle to a random person. He will set the price of how much is a ticket. So because he will be selling tickets for that raffle, people need to buy tickets, and one random person will be selected through the XRP Ledger on the blockchain, and then once the raffle is finished, he will be picked randomly. But if the number of tickets is not reaching the limit that he set, so the raffle will be canceled. So because we cannot let the creator lose his NFT if less tickets was sold. For example, if a fuzzy is 100 XRP and he want to sell tickets for five XRPs, he must at least sell, let's say 20, like more than 20 or 50. So he at least reach the floor price before releasing his NFT, because it's gonna go from his wallet to the winner automatically. So this is sign of protection that we also have. So nobody, like the creator of the raffle, always make sure that the winner is win and he's not losing his money on that NFT.
Awesome.
Awesome.
I see.
I like that. Very well structured.
Yeah, man.
So I was building this whole ecosystem with some help when brainstorming with the Giver team, because I forgot to say that. Shout out to all the Giver team, Thomas, Booker, Tiger, William, all of them. They are amazing guys. We've been building for them their game, which is a card game, like TGC game, like Yu-Gi-Oh, and all these games. If you guys Pokemon, if you play these games,
okay.
Yeah. Because they are my friends, so we've been brainstorming, and they helped me a lot to cook the system in a way that keeps everything protected, also safe for users, that is the winner of the NFT and the creator of the raffle.
Nice. Well done. Well done. Gonna have to try this raffle here on the Dip of Toe for something, Melissa. We gotta try it.
Well, I have to try the raffle.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Bassem. We got Rob up next up. Stick around. We got some more hot seat questions here coming up. Rob,
in the hot seat.
You're in the hot
yes,
seat.
I know. I told Melissa, you using your fingers and you can't wait to make us hear that beautiful.
I love that. Just exploding with excitement.
All right,
I'm in a glass cage of emotion.
Maybe we do the song first, and then you go into your expansion. I don't know. It's how you can do it however you would like.
What if I had this incredibly important and intricate plan of what I was about to deliver? Now it's just all been thrown out.
Nope, you do it. You do you.
Joking, Melissa. I do me. It's such a tricky thing when you're on cameras and you're doing music and all this crazy stuff to try to be authentic and to be who you really are. So it's a special sort of thing. We're just
at the digital bar, dude. That's all.
Which is really good to throw out the plans. I like.
And there's 160 people watching right now.
Oh, now you put the pressure on them. Good job, Melissa. Well done.
I got to go to the bathroom. Well, thank you everybody for watching. I appreciate it. My name again is Rob Fillo, and it will likely remain so for the duration of the podcast. Well, there's all sorts of ideas you can do with NFTs, and I'm just so excited to hear other people's ideas and think of ways that we could collaborate. I think now that I feel like I've been accepted and found some people who I really find interesting and fascinating and wonderful, I think collaboration is my next step. So whether it's collaboration on art NFTs, which are in the works, embedded music NFTs, and then I'm trying to think of, since money raising for music. So as you know, like you don't make any music from streaming, right? Do you guys understand that? Like fractions of a penny?
Can I tell you this? Digital Ladies Unscripted on Monday, we had Maya Tejan on, and we kind of went through that, how, a lot of us that we're the end users of your music on, say, Spotify or streaming music, whatever. we assume that you all are making, you know, hand over fist money, right?
Millions and
Well,
millions of dollars.
boom, 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 you're not, right?
Yeah.
And so, you know, platforms like IMUTV, who, by the way, guys, Rob is an artist on IMUTV. They're kind of flipping the script with the whole way that they approach the music industry and how they present independent artists. So that's super duper cool. But also this NFT option for you that it sounds like you're looking into, and funding an album, which Maya Tejan is funding, creating a capital raise for her video, for her music video. So carry on.
There's a lot of very interesting opportunities there, and I really appreciate the IMUTV revenue share idea. So actually branching out and getting as much exposure, playtime as possible while returning the revenue to the independent artists, which, believe it or not, is actually a bit of a novel idea. I mean, that's amazing to think like the people who are making this entertainment interesting could make some of the money. That's been a dead idea for many years. So yeah, I would love to find a way to get away from streaming altogether. If I can take my music into Web3, I've found more people who appreciate my music on X, around the XRP community, than in real life, which is a little heartbreaking because I do try really hard and I've been working at it for, 30 years or something. But it's special people, and when you can create that same vibrational wavelength with special people who are willing to listen, who are willing to think, and in a time where you can find a tribe that's willing to feel. So a lot of modern music is designed in the opposite way. It's designed to put you in a trance, to take away your feelings, I don't have to think about anything right now, and not just house music. I mean, house music can have feelings too. But it's just special to find people who are willing to have feelings and who are brave enough to feel in a time that can seem like chaos. Segue to the COVID crisis. 2021, I was losing it. I was in my apartment, just broke up with someone who I thought maybe was going to be the one for me, and she saw it otherwise. And in hindsight, I'm really proud, and she was very brave to do so, and I'm very appreciative that she did. But when I was left alone in my apartment drinking myself to death, I decided it was really good time to put the bottle down, tear out the back seats of my Nissan Sentra, and turn it into the mini RV. Once I did so, I drove down to the back roads of Vancouver Island and into as far away from humans as I could. Funny enough, there were other humans there that had the same idea, and I met them, and I had wonderful experiences. I learned a ton about myself, had very spiritual, deep realizations of self-introspection, and I wrote it all in my book called Singing with the Trees, available now where all fine books are sold. And it's a wonderful book, and I rewrote it 4 times. I wrote it and I took it to people who are dear to me, and they're like, no, you're faking it, you're not being authentic, you're trying to be Hunter S. Thompson. Okay, I'll rewrite it. Rewrote the whole book. Wrote it again, finally took it to my partner, and she said, yeah, it's great, but it's full of grammar mistakes. Okay, well, let's rewrite it again. And finally I came out with something that I worked really, really hard to, and just turned out beautifully, and I'm very proud of it. So, upon returning from my journey, I knew I learned something. I found some glimmer of wisdom, and I wasn't sure exactly what it was, and I couldn't articulate it, so I walked off into the forest with a pen and notepad and my guitar, and I told myself, I'm going to sit here for as long as this takes. Luckily, it wasn't too long, and I managed to write this next song called Better Man, about my experience in singing with the trees and the growth that happened there. I know Melissa has a secret link, a not so secret link to that moment where I actually had finished writing the song, and I thought I needed to capture this special moment. So I set up my phone and I taped myself with my COVID shaved head performing the song the moment it was written, just the first moment it was written. So.
Can I tell you this before you do it?
No.
I listened to that song the moment you wrote it. I came across that video, and it literally brought me to tears. It is. I'm going to post a link in the chat. Carry on.
You know what's
Beautiful.
really special about that? I wouldn't call it tumultuous, but there's family bonding between a parents and the firstborn son, and there needs to be some kind of reclamation of something over time when you're an adult. And I took that video once I put it on YouTube, and I took it and I played it for my dad. My dad, he's seen a lot of shit. He's a tough guy. He's been through a lot. He's also a sweetheart, and he just started crying, and it melted me, and there was such healing that took place that I can't explain. Anyways, we've built up the song way too much, so I'm not going to play it. Have a nice day, everyone.
No, play it. You gotta play it. You gotta play it. It's so good. It's so good.
Rob,
we're
if you
switching
don't
to
play it,
music
your
mode.
manager's going to be really upset at you.
Yeah. I better play it then.
Yeah, you better play it then.
Can you guys hear me okay? We've gone to guitar mode.
Perfect.
This song's called Better Man. Book's called Singing with the Trees. Such an honor to be here. You got a pretty smile, won't you? Sit and rest a while, and I could ramble off the things I think I know. But I might just be a fool, 'cause I've let the darkness rule too long. Might be better if I sit alone. Gotta work through all these shadows on my own. To be a better man now, a better man for me. You helped me out, but it's time I set you free. And I understand now just why you couldn't stay in leaving me. You helped me find my way. Now you make an easy lean, and I'd like to keep you keen, but I'll take and take until you're not giving. I now see my mistakes, and though it makes my belly ache, I've grown tired of dying. It's time that I start living, to find that world where I could raise my children and be a better man now, a better man for me. You held me out, but it's time I set you free. And I understand now just why you couldn't stay. Oh, in leaving me, you helped me find my way. Well, I still got steps to take, and sometimes I think I'll break, but the love you gave me helps me push on through. And as we both move on, well, I hope you like this song. I'm so grateful for the time I spent with you. You opened up my eyes to see what's true. And I'm a better man now, a better man for me. You held me out, but it's time I set you free. And I why you couldn't stay. Oh, in leaving me. Oh, in leaving me. Oh, in leaving me. You helped me find my way. Well, you got a pretty smile, won't you? Sit and rest a while, and I could ramble off the things I think I know.
Yeah. What is good?
Hits you in the feels. Hits you in the feels.
That's worth a few trophies. That's worth a few trophies.
Oh, thank
my
you guys
goodness,
so
man, that's
much.
fire.
It's such an honor
I
that
gotta
you're here
say,
listening.
from being in the industry myself a long time ago, I did do house music and break beats and all that with 2 turntables and a microphone. Dude, your audio, your voice, and the acoustics on the guitar, man, is top notch online, man.
Thank
That's
you.
online.
Thank you very
like
much.
I'm kind of snobby with online music, right? I mean,
Yep.
you know, there's always some type of weird feedback, something going on, man. That was straight dialed. I'd love to hear you live.
Thank
Straight
you.
up.
I
I
care
would love
about
to
it.
hear you live, man.
Well,
That's
I'd love
fire.
to do more of this, and I'm working on navigating it. So, as I mentioned earlier, I'm definitely up for collaborating, and advice and direction is
Look,
always
I
welcome.
can meet you in Vancouver, BC. I'm only about an hour and a half south of that in Washington State. So like I
Yeah.
could literally
I would love that.
I'll
I
tell
would
you
love
what, we had Maya Tejan on, and already her manager is in the chat, and he was like, we got to do a collaboration with Maya Tejan.
That would be
Maya,
a huge honor.
you have no idea, your voice with Maya's voice together
You have
would
no
be
idea.
like mind blown. Like
I love
just,
doing harmonies. So, Maya, if you're listening, I'm in.
I will
Done.
put you in contact. You guys will follow each other. I'll put you in contact with Protector Joseph, who you probably know since you are also an IMU TV artist.
Yeah.
Protector Joseph is the one that you want to reach out to. So, I just honestly, guys, if you haven't went to his YouTube and listened to his music, it's phenomenal. And thank you so much for sharing. And I really hope that we have time for you to do another song, because
We got
that
other
was
songs.
It was just fantastic.
That's an interesting tidbit. I actually have over 100 original songs that are playable. I have a bunch more that need some work. But yeah.
Man,
Wow.
just
Awesome.
absolutely
Fire.
incredible.
Well, thank you for sharing that. That was
We'll get
great.
those albums started as soon as I can. I got a couple things. I'm learning production myself, so I got a couple things cooking. I'll get those out there and get some feedback, and we'll see where we go from there.
Awesome. Anything else you want to touch on as far as your the possibility of the NFT? I will tell you, TrueFi is working. Our friend Steak and Bake. I don't know if you know Steak and Bake and Mr. Zam. They have a company called TrueFi. They're working with Maya Tejan to release her first, well, not her first, but a really important Christmas NFT collectible edition that's going to help fundraise for her video shoot for her music video for her Christmas song. And so it's kind of sounds like you have a similar mentality of where you want to go, like raising for your recording album and whatnot. And so I don't know. I see some connections happening here. So
I need to learn. Excuse me.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I need to learn some of the technical side, like how to edit a JSON file and get an MP3 embedded into that, I think is one of the steps I need to learn, and just reach out to people and get some direction. I do have original Christmas songs like recorded, so I think that would be an amazing thing to release.
Cool.
Maybe as a fundraiser for me, or maybe like a 50-50 with someone in need or something like that. It is Christmas time, however, you know. But there's just so much to learn, and it's a bit overwhelming. I am a sensitive artist type, but I mask very well as an extrovert to a certain degree before I burn out. But it's really neat to meet all these different people, and I look forward to getting to know them more and more, over time, and just trying to recognize people. When you get into the XRP, especially community, there's amazing, wonderful, collaborative, kind, generous, and just very special people. But there's a lot of them. There's a very small community, but I mean, like, I'm really bad with names. And the Mrs./manager knows. She's like, that's so and so, and I'll be like, that means nothing to me. I have no idea who this person is. And then I'll see their face, and I'll be like, oh, I know this person. Right on. I love this guy or whatever.
Yeah.
But oh, I have no idea who that is. So I really look forward to meeting people, getting your name and face recognition into my software. And like I said, love to collaborate. But if we have 2 minutes or 30 seconds, I'd love to just open it up to questions. If you have any questions about me or my music or anything like that. People generally like to ask me questions.
Oh, do any of our guests have a question for Rob, since he's interested in taking a question from you?
XRP Man might have one. XRP Man, go ahead, brother.
Man does.
And then we'll go to Ren.
Yeah. Nice
Hi,
to meet
XRP
you, Rob.
man.
How are you? What's
It's
up, brother?
fantastic to meet you. You're a little bit famous to me, so I'm don't mind if I'm a bit starstruck.
It's okay, homie. Well, hey, listen, I know how to do the NFTs. I figured it out over the last couple of days, how to do the music NFT. So just, I guess, DM me and
I'd
we
love
can
to.
work through it. Yeah, I'm working on something for it. I can't talk about it here, but for someone that you know. So, all right. Yeah. So that's all I had. But the song's wonderful, man. I mean, I really enjoyed that. You're really good, man.
Hey, coming from you, that is absolutely huge. So thank you very much.
Wow, coming from you, but yeah, you're talented, man. So yeah, it's real nice to meet you, and just talk to me.
Yeah,
thank
I
you.
want to do. I think my calling. Sometimes I've wanted to quit music, believe it or not, because it's so hard and it becomes so emotional, and the unsurmountable rejection you get when you're trying to make it in music or any arts is really hard on a sensitive heart. But I am absolutely compelled to do music as my full-time thing. I know that it's what I'm here to do. Songwriting specifically, performing secondary, but I love performing. But I love writing songs. It's my way of coping. It's my mental health thing I need to do. If I stop doing it, it's a bad scene. So that kind of battery is in me. So anybody out there listening, let's work together. Let's make music. And I need to do this today specifically, stuff happened at work, and I've been emotionally going, I'm wasting my life at this job that I'm doing. I need to do my music. I am absolutely, and my
Boy, do I feel that.
the partner, she was like, oh, it's that sad that you had a rough day. And I was like, it's not that, it's the rough awakening that every moment I spend here slaving to pay my way too much rent is wasted life I never get back. And then I went, oh, shit, this is a lot bigger problem than I thought it was. It's not just a bad day at work.
That's
so
right.
I bet you someone like Ren, who's breaking out in doing what he loves and what he's compelled to do, and dare I say, guided by God in a lot of ways, or the ether, or however you want to look at it. That's what I need to find. So anyone who helps me navigate that, I am forever grateful. Thank you.
Awesome.
Man, we're
Ren,
so thankful. We're so
Ren
thankful.
had a question. Ren
you
had
did.
a question for you there, Rob. No, go ahead, Ren.
Man, I just wanted to pop up and give you flowers, bro. That was truly breathtaking. I suspected a good song. I was not expecting something on that level, man. The fact that you aren't more famous now completely blows my mind, bro. That was really, really well done, bro. Just had to come up and give you flowers, man. I'm over in Alberta myself, man. I'm not too far away from you. That said, like, I'm quite proficient in Audacity, FL Studio, and I'm an artist as well, man. If you ever need to connect, man, I'd be more than happy to lend some services to you. Absolutely.
I'd be happy to send stuff back and forth. I actually toured Alberta for the first time this past summer. We went down.
Is that right? How did you find it, by the way?
We went through Camrose, Edmonton,
down
through Okotoks, and I ended up going and playing the Bailey Theatre, which was an amazing experience. But the tour ended in Dinosaur Provincial Park. So anyone who doesn't know Dinosaur Provincial Park, It is the driest, scariest place, and it's called the Badlands. You come out of this beautiful farmland, and you just feel like, oh, if I was a settler like so many years ago, I would have just been like, oh, we're all dead. That's what this landscape means. We're all gonna die. Just kiss your ass goodbye. It's done.
It's not wrong. That's exactly what it's like.
That's what the Badlands are. And I played that show in like 40 degrees Celsius weather, so I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but I literally nearly passed out, and I was like, oh,
Jesus.
the Badlands.
Absolute
And it was an amazing
trooper.
experience. But almost,
No,
yeah,
no.
I think I almost met God a couple times on that 42-degree weather up here. But yeah, I love Alberta. It's really neat people. Like, people would meet me on the side of a rural road, and I remember this one guy pulled over, and I thought I was in trouble for trespassing, and he was inviting me over for dinner with his wife. Like that's the kind of people I was meeting, and I was like, oh my
it can
God.
be like that here. You know it, man. There's a lot of good communities here too, for sure. I mean, granted, I spent some time living in Kelowna.
Yeah.
Like, I'm no stranger to BC either, man. And you know, I'll be honest, Alberta's a tough place for a BC boy. Like, when you got BC in your heart, like,
Yeah.
I mean, shout out to Opti as well. She's from BC. I think she knows what I'm talking about.
Yep.
It's one of those experiences, man. It's an art. It's just all about art and soul in BC. You know what I'm saying? And Alberta, we really, you know, every third vehicle on the road's a truck, and it's very oil culture here, which is unfortunate.
Oh, I spent some time in Fort Mac. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
experience.
you know what's going on. Yeah, no doubt. No, man, hey, not taking any more time from the show, man. Congrats, for real. You did a wonderful job, man. Seriously.
Thank you
well done.
kindly. I really appreciate that.
Awesome, Rand. Thanks for coming up and giving some flowers to a legend already, and soon to be a worldwide legend in the making. Bassem, did you have a question, comment as well? Go for it, brother.
Yes. I was listening to Bob with the music, the way he talks, everything. I want to say two things. Number one, today is difficult. Tomorrow is much, much difficult. But the day after tomorrow is beautiful. Most people die tomorrow. And I want to tell you, I see potential. I see you have energy, and I feel the vibes. And I am sure you will be the boss. Just believe in yourself, bro, and never give up your music. Much love.
Oh, well said.
Yeah.
Cry. Thank
well
you.
said. Well said.
I really
Thank you,
appreciate that.
Bassem. Thank you. All right.
All right, let's
Thank
get
you.
XRP man.
Let's get
Michael.
the
Back in the-
XRP
in the
man
back
in
of
the
the
hot
hot
seat.
seat.
Here we go.
Now, I would love to hear what you are. First of all, I will say this. Opti wants you to circle back on how you met Val Kilmer. She wanted you to talk about that a little bit more. If you just touch on that a little bit more. But then you're working on so many different things within the XRP community. Like I said, you're so talented. What do you got on your plate right now?
Oh, well, I don't know if it's so much talent as it is hard work. So, yeah. So, nothing I've ever done came natural. So and I have negative blood, but I'm a righty. So my imagination, I'm really good at taking other people's ideas and making it reality. So my imagination may not be so great. I do have passion though, and that more plays into my music. So I carry a mic around everywhere I go. And so I'll be at a red light and I'll get an idea, and I've got different tools that I can make, kind of like FL Studio. As a matter of fact, you can get that on your phone if you don't know that.
Yep.
But so I'll make beats and songs just sitting at a job site, and before you know it, I've got a new song, and I've been doing that so many years, and I really didn't even release them. But so what's going on right now? There's a lot of things going on. I'm in the background with a lot of people with different ideas. In the forefront, I'm finishing up an NFT collection for Christmas, and I really can't say anything here, but you guys know them. You'll find out. I had to learn how to put music into a mintable NFT, but I'm finished. I'll learn how to do that. So yeah, as far as current projects, I've got a lot of stuff going on. I really can't speak about any of it right now that I can think
Love
of. I'm constantly. I'd like to shout out to Boo. A lot of people don't know how close he and I are, and we're from different worlds. Honestly, and I don't want to get into that, but we're really close, and we've known each other since the first day. So we've got some collabs. He's a real good guy. Um, um, so yeah. Oh, and another that nobody even knows about this guy. And it's so strange, but it's because he's from Canada and he speaks French Canadian. But his name is V4X, and it's Victory for XRP is who he is, and he uses an anonymous mask. But I like to shout out to him because nobody knows who he is, but he's a very talented guy, very loyal person. Um, so yeah, I don't know I can't really say what I'm working on right now, but let's just say I'm working on a lot of stuff.
We're gonna love it when it comes out, right?
Well, I mean, I hope so. I'll do my best. I'll tell you that. I'll put in some hours. So what some people might say is talent, it's just hours, not giving up.
Yep. It's great.
I think. Hey, look, I think I was brought to the XRPL, and I don't want to get okay. So you asked about Val Kilmer. Can I answer that?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so like I said, I've always made music. Okay, when I was probably 20 years old, I was in the club and performing, and I was on my way to meet. Like I was supposed to go down to Baton Rouge and meet Mystical, and
what?
I'm all like, wait a minute. Who are you? Who are you?
well, okay,
Oh,
so
goodness, that's cool.
look, I'm nobody. Okay, so let's just
You're
say
not
this.
nobody.
Okay?
Let's say that.
No. This is okay. Just hear me. Okay. So I'm nobody. I'm not bragging. You're asking me. I don't go into spaces. Nobody knows these things about me. But there's nobody else that really knows much about me. So you're asking me questions, so I'm answering them. But
Thank you.
I asked a long time ago when I was really young to be used by God, and so and I truly faithfully believe that. So all these little things that happened to me were just me being a servant. So before I started bragging on myself, all these things that I did were for him and not for me.
Gotcha.
So just so you know that.
Amen.
Yeah. So
I love it.
yes, he was very kind to me because I had a real rough upbringing. You could probably tell from the look on my face. I'm not angry. This is just how I look. So, but I always was used by him, and he was always very kind to me. And so I always ask, no matter how difficult it was, I just have a good spirit, and I just feel like I have a warrior spirit, and I just feel like I'm being used. I mean, the guy that told me about crypto is a Marine Corps sniper. I mean, he's my best friend, and he calls me sir. So if that tells you anything, he was black ops too. Like he was trained in things that nobody could. I can't even tell you about his story, but it's an absolute fact. He comes in spaces and testifies for me. But so I'm nobody. I'm just used by him. I mean, that's just it is what it is. So I'm nobody.
You're nobody that did quite a bit, though, huh?
I think I just had the right skills to do this. Just so happens the things that are worthless in the world. So let's go back to Val Kilmer. So the way I met him, so I don't take up your whole show. The way I met him in 2008, I had some music that was online, and I was just going around. Like I had become friends somehow with like Martin Lawrence, and it was a big deal. If you remember MySpace, it was everybody had best friends who were celebrities, and you were just trying to get their top friend spot. Well, I had a few poems that I had written, and I kept posting poems because I knew that Val Kilmer went to Juilliard Academy, so he was like a poet, and he was theatrical, where I'm not theatrical. So, so I posted a poem. Well, I got a direct message from him, and it said that that was the best poem that was ever sent to me. and or in this space. And my friend and I, Mick Rossi, want to make a song. And do you mind if I use a song? Okay, so I'm sorry, somebody came in. I told him yes, of course, you know, and so that's how I met him in the first. And then after that, and the way it worked was he put my name as his first friend in MySpace. Well, at that exact moment, if you look back at 2008, Val Kilmer was making music, so he was actually being reviewed by the MySpace Music Review. So it just so happens I'm his best friend or whatever in MySpace for like 2 or 3 weeks. So one day I turn on MySpace Review and my song is playing, and it's just one of my top songs. And so that's how it started right there. After all those years, yeah.
So is it a published song that we can find? Like, is it still
Well,
out
I
there?
mean, you can still look on MySpace, but it's not there anymore. But it was called, it's still there, but you can't play it. It sucks. But it was called Revolution. Right. It was called Revolution. See, that's the thing. It was, I was very antisocial when it came, because it was Obama year and I didn't trust none of them. And so I guess even back then I was just, I mean, left wing, right wing, same bird. This is how I feel today. So I didn't trust the government. So all my music reflected God and revolution and waking up the sheep. And so, and I rap so fast, if you listen to any of my music, so nobody can understand what I was saying, but the beat was awesome and it had electric guitar. So it just took off and I had a lot of plays, but at some point, people, I guess, started hearing the words. And so once they heard the words, I was banned. But by that point, I was living in New York. So to this day, I still make very controversial music. But I kind of focus it more towards God and the XRPL. So it works out.
Fire.
But yeah. So yeah, that's where my Val Kilmer thing can win. And so, years later, so I'm on the road and it's just a whole story about what happened. I mean, I went from Bangor, Maine, and I'm from Louisiana. I've never seen anything but muddy water and bayous and, crawfish. And then all of a sudden I'm in New York and I'm in Seneca Falls, which is where they filmed It's a Wonderful Life. Yeah. And it wasn't wonderful. It wasn't wonderful there. The only mountain there was a trash mountain. It was terrible. But I had a long journey over probably 5.5 years, and we went from Maine to Florida over and over, probably for 5 years. So I've seen the whole country. I know the East Coast like the back of my hand, and wherever. I mean, you could tell me where you live on the East Coast. I've been to your hometown. It's a long story. So, but I'm home now, and somehow I ended up here.
Were you traveling singing? Is that what you were when you said you were traveling around? Were you doing something with music at that time, or carpentry, or what?
So, really don't know how to say a lot of this. So after the Val Kilmer thing, I sold everything I owned in Louisiana, and I hugged my mom for the last time. I never saw her again in person. And I moved to New York, to Seneca Falls. And I was there about 2 weeks, and I was cleaning carpet in a hotel because I was like, we're going to do it. We always talked about moving some off. So I took we took a 1986 GMC Jimmy, my little 3-year-old daughter, and Wendy, who's still here with me today, and we packed up. We sold everything we owned and put the rest in storage, and just drove to Seneca Falls, and that's where we ended up. And I'm a hustler, so I took my carpet cleaning machine, loaded up that Jimmy that made it to New York. It was in good shape when it left, and And so I just went from door to door and I got corporate jobs and I was cleaning a hotel and there was this guy there. It was Indian people, of course, the Patels, you know, they own every hotel. And so, but I can't remember the guy's name now. I think it was Vance, but he came into the room I was cleaning and he said, how would you like to make $1,450 a day? And who would say no? And I said, yeah, let's do it. And so he introduced me. The hotel room next door, I met Danny Crump Sr. and Danny Crump Jr. If you look them up, Danny Crump Jr. was the lead guitarist for Hank Williams Sr. until he died. And Danny Crump Jr. is a NASCAR driver, number 52. Sadly he passed away, but they hired me that day. And what they were doing, they were selling equipment for disasters. So my first day, I show up and they give me a truck with equipment in it. And so they're all having a meeting. And I was like, I don't do meetings. And so people listen to me. I'm 6'4". I'm taller than most people. And they were like, okay, you don't do meetings. So I took that truck and I went about 4 miles down the road and I saw a guy working on an air conditioner. I pull in and I say, I tell him my pitch, whatever. I don't even know the pitch because I didn't go to the meeting. And the guy wrote me a check. The guy wrote me a check for it. Or no, he gave me cash. He had it on him. And so he gave me $4,000 or something close to that. And I took it back to the hotel. They're coming out of the meeting and my truck's empty. They're like, what'd you do with the equipment? And I said, I sold it. And so that kind of sucked me in because I had that money. I went back and showed Wendy this money. I was like, look what I made immediately. And so I sold my, it was probably a terrible idea. It's a long story, but in the end, I end up, it was probably, we'll talk about that another day. But so for 5 years I was there. I was like their number one guy. But what was interesting is I got to spend a lot of time alone, and I got to spend a lot of time like getting to know God, because just talking to God. And I could talk a lot, especially when I was young. So I had an opportunity to get to know him. And he took me to places and showed me things that nobody else will ever get to see. And it's things I can't even talk about to normal people. And so, it was a very interesting story. And eventually I got to come home. And when I did, I told you that already. But yeah, that's how I got here.
That's a great story, man. That's a great that's probably one of the best origin stories I've heard thus far from the XRP community, man. Seriously, that's great. I would love to hear more of your stories, whatever you're able to share.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We have about 15 minutes, 20 minutes left. And we're going to go to
15.
Ren so he can talk about his project. And then my round table questions, there's going to be 2, and I'll tell you what they are right now so you can be thinking on them. Number 1, I'm going to ask you guys about what you thought about the downturn. What did it affect you? Were you freaked out by it, or why and why not? And then my final question that we're going to end the night with is the XRP community in particular seems to have a strong calling from God. Everybody that I've talked to seems to feel that they were led to it. And so I want us to briefly touch on that, on those final 2 questions, and then we'll be closing it out. But I really hope that everybody joins us in the Dipito After Dark space at 10:10 on X, and I will drop the link in the show notes. But now I would love to hear, Ren, all about what you're working on, because it's a pretty elaborate project that you've been thinking about working on, dreaming of for the last 5 years. Yes,
we're going to talk about the trunk in the car.
Yeah. I tell you, it's and to piggyback on a lot of what everyone's saying, and I'll try to be really brief. I too have given my life to what humans call God, and have asked to be used by God as well. And strangely enough, I actually feel like this is kind of where this project comes from. It's felt very different in my soul for a really long time. I mean, the long and short of it, like if I can give you, so if you can imagine, it's a pixel art online world. You create a little avatar, you walk them around, but it's not just a social space. Like it's got guts and it's got systems, and it's very alive. Like, and it's got a very deep medieval fantasy feel. This is the first launch, anyways. In times to come, there'll be more genre mods released. Like there'll be a cyberpunk mod, a historical one for World War II and cowboys and stuff. So you create your own character, you explore a town, and then as soon as you're done creating a character, you get dropped into the inn, which is sort of the central hub. It's a place where you can gather with your friends, you can trade, hire each other, build things, share stories, do side quests, like up to like running underground gambling dens and posting on missing persons boards, even like hosting bard competitions by candlelight. It's basically anything that your brain can really come up with. Our tools give you the means to do that. Every room, every player gets a free room in the inn where they can customize it with their own custom furniture. Every room is ownable too. So let's say you want to do more than just hang out and you want to own a space, you can have the free room, or you can farm enough gold and actually purchase a land deed from the town magistrate. And when you do, this place becomes yours, like truly yours, not just in game. It's minted as an NFT. It's stored on chain, transferable, tradable, and it's permanent. You can decorate it, you can build a shop on it, use it as a library, open a fight club, make a guild HQ, you host events, teach skills, the whole 9 yards this year. You can even rent it out to other players too when you're not using it. It's not just fluff, it's not only cosmetic. This is real on-chain property in the game world. Biggest part though is the living player economy. So everything in the world has weight. So again, let's say you open a wrestling guild. You buy some property in town, build a large room on it. You can then build your custom furniture, your wrestling ring, your bleachers, and even write your own unique moves in your guild scrolls. So other players can join your guilds, learn your special skills, pay you for the training, and then they can even use those moves outside in their own adventures. You can build a school for scribes, a thieves' den, or even like a haunted bathhouse if you wanted to. The skills you teach,
That's funny.
the skills you teach, the items you craft, the scrolls you write, even the furniture you build, it's all tokenized, owned, bought, sold, passed down. Hopefully, we'll even be able to export it to other compatible games once our architecture allows it.
I have a quick question on the building your own room there. Okay, this is the business side of me. So let's say I got a room, and I can decorate any way I want. However, I have a partnership with a furniture manufacturer, and I create a digital furniture and I put it in my room. But if someone says, "Hey, what's that?" Click, there it is, and it's a maybe a usable, clickable link to or information about the real world furniture, right? So I'm like a big fan of like what's that style called? Chesterfield. I'm a real big fan of Chesterfield couches, man. I love those things. So if I could decorate my room in there, right, or my fighting dojo, whatever, right?
Sure.
But is there a way to attach some type of referral or affiliate play up in there?
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that, actually, particularly when your own account has partnerships. That absolutely will be something you'll be able to do. Again, it's all an NFT. So at the end of the day, like any sort of partnerships or anything that you can, basically anything your mind can ultimately feasibly come up with is going to be possible in this realm for sure.
Sweet. Love it. Go ahead, continue.
Yeah, for sure. So like it's not just a web page of NFTs. Like this is an actual game. It combines like social space and MMORPG elements, so like tile-based movement, an endless leveling progression system, almost endless careers, creative economy, and like I say, with the Web3 backend infrastructure.
So I can hop in there and play concert, is what you're saying?
Yeah, you could definitely do this. This is
bro.
This is actually why this matters. Like there's thousands of pixel art MMOs and there's thousands of Web3 projects, but this is like neither and both. It's like a living second life fantasy simulation. It's
I wonder how
100%.
I'd look in pixel.
Yeah. Modular town world builder run by its own people. yeah, everything that, and the players themselves create the legacy, which is the best part. Like everything will exist. It doesn't get wiped with a server wipe. All of your stuff will exist forever and ever. I like to use the example of the blacksmith. So if you really wanted that to be your career, so farm enough gold, party up with your team, emote and dance and hang out when you're not fighting monsters and stuff like that. Quest enough dungeons to get enough gold. You can purchase a land deed, build your own building on it, however you want that to look, fill that with all your own custom furniture. Then you would specifically buy the equipment that you needed for blacksmithing, and then your forges, your anvils, all this. Physically mine the stuff that you need to craft the tools, so your ores, your iron, your gold, this and that. And then as you progress farther and farther down the career line, your NFTs ultimately become more and more rare. So players from other towns, when they see one of the say your sword that you made in the first iteration of the game is now something that's sought after years later down the line. So that's really exciting. I mean, where we're going, we're kind of just going to start with a handful of rooms, minted by some early adopters, basic character creation, top movement. I have a really, really talented dev working on it. James, I don't know if he's listening or not. Really, really talented guy. That being said, too, we're eventually hoping, slowly expanding into the towns, the systems, the careers, the skill trees, the player-driven guilds, the shops, the quests and mysteries. Eventually, we want to move into regional wars, divine interventions, world events, cults, crimes, the whole.
I love it, man. I love it, man. I love it. You're bringing you're bringing RPGs.
It literally blends a social space with an MMORPG. So it's
It kind of reminds me of your own take of EVE Online, except good.
Yeah,
that's a good way to think about it.
I'm gonna get flamed.
So again, all of it's player made, all of it's permanent, all of it's able to be bought, sold, shared, and the best part is remembered through your legacy. So, in short, the Black Letter Inn it's a decentralized, player-owned sandbox platform, blending the social space elements, creativity from the creators themselves, and the depth of tabletop RPGs, and it's all powered by Web3. Players will inhabit the fantasy world. Every room, skill, pet, job, even the town can be minted and traded.
Fun. Where do we sign up?
Yes.
Let me in.
Rob's in. Let me in.
I've got a job as a bard.
I love it. Well, and this is the best part. So it's not just us that make money. The players and the creators make money too. It's a huge economy, and the builders can benefit too. A lot of it, particularly the stuff that, you build your shop, you can sell your items, run a tavern and host your own karaoke nights, or build dungeons and charge tickets. Either way, you can make money, and we all make money together. It's kind of the best part. So where we're at right now, we're kind of just finalizing the art style. We're trying to get that down. Laying out the character mechanics, particularly the custom mechanics that allow the creators to be able to build the stuff that they want. We're mapping out the founding mint, and we're building out the lore and the story systems that can scale. We're bootstrapping, and we're in this for the long term. So, but this is the biggest call to action. If you're listening and any of this resonates to you, we're looking for artists, coders, founders, storytellers, DMs, role players, the whole 9 yards. Specifically, Unity devs. If you've got any good experience with Unity, we'd really love to have you on. And ultimately, some good investors. We're bottlenecked at the investing stage at the moment, so I'll be frank. The dev team is working very, very hard, just kind of on their own time right now, just trying to get more of this ready. It's been an uphill battle, to say the least, but we're, like I say, man, we're never giving up. So
how much? You said investors, how much?
That would be.
This is a on the spot, dead serious question, because some of the rooms that I am in literally this weekend that I was in, I was literally around big money and VCs and all that. So that's why I'm asking, how much?
Welcome to the Dragon's Den.
Yeah.
I I will
Let me
say- I
just
will
light a
say-
cigarette while I prepare for this.
Yeah, it might be your last one.
Honestly, so
Getting the
I
shakes.
have a pitch deck, Bill. I have an investor presentation ready, risk mitigation analysis, even a business plan set up for it. If it is something that you're genuinely serious about, I'd hate to throw a number out here, honestly.
Yeah.
If this is something
No,
that
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I just,
Yeah,
I just wanted to throw it out there that says, hey,
$10 million.
I'm literally around
Make
other
it happen.
individuals in different networks, right? So,
Listen.
yeah,
so if I can connect and there's something there, cool. So
yeah. I mean,
I will
particularly-
say this: you are in the right place, Ren, with the right people, and we will be able to talk a little bit more freely in the after space, and hopefully,
absolutely.
all of you guys will come. We actually have like 5 minutes.
I'm sorry.
No worries. I do want people to know how they can reach out to you, Ren. How they can find you.
Absolutely. So if you guys, I have a QR code right here. This is going to bring you right to the black letter in Discord, which is ultimately the best place to meet me. I am on X as well at ZAITEN902, Zayton902. DMs are always open, particularly in the Discord as well. And please feel free to reach out anybody. If any of that resonated with any of you guys, we'd love to talk more. So.
Absolutely.
In-game concert.
I will say this. So we got 5 minutes left. I'm sorry. I wish this was like we had more time. I want to do a quick fire round with all of you, and then have Rob sing one more song, and then hopefully it'll be our outro song, and we'll go. I want everybody to join us in the after space. You're going to be able to see everybody's handles. I hope everybody joins us. I put the link in the chat. All right. So with that, let's go rapid fire. We'll just go Ren, and I'm just gonna bam you in there. Number one. Well, actually, let's do this. Let's put it here. Let's rapid fire. Downturn. Were you affected by it? Did it freak you out, or are you comfy cozy? Did it matter? In like 30 seconds, yay or nay? And we're just gonna go Ren, Rob, Massimo, and XRP.
You bet. No, really quickly. No, I was not particularly affected. Again, being relatively new to crypto, it's kind of a good opportunity for me to even pick up some more XRP. So always happy when it goes on sale. You know what I'm saying? So,
amen.
No,
I finally
worries.
knew I had gained diamond hands. And I also kind of know that crypto has broken me and I've become sociopathic because I just got really excited. I was like, this means moon. Buy more. It's gonna skyrocket. I've been watching the Mr. Pool things. I know what's going to happen.
So you were fine. You were fine with it. Massimo, what about you?
Yeah, in fact, like it's affected me, but I am a crypto OG. I've been trading for a while back, so I know how to play with the market. So you just need to be like water. When it's red candles, you need to act because that's opportunity.
Gotcha. XRP man, what about you? Were you shaken or did it not matter?
I don't look at the chart. I'm not in it for the money, so there's nothing. The only reason I even knew about it's because other people said something.
OG, I love it.
Simon, real quick, yay or nay? Did you give a crap?
Oh man, I made money on the way down because I got the Go Baby Trader, so I was good to go. I love a red day.
I personally, it didn't really affect me because I'm kind of a hodler, and I was like, oh man, I wish I would have had a little bit of dry powder hit on the side to actually pick some up at that low level. Okay, final question, and then we're gonna go to Rob singing, and then we're outie, and hopefully everybody joins us in the after space.
Quick question: how do we get to the after space? Is that just in X Spaces?
It's in X Spaces, and
so
it's
I can just join that with my X account. I can come and hang out. Cool.
100%. And it's under, for those of you watching, it's in the show notes already on the YouTube, and it's both on the Dipito Show and my X account at World Be Free 888, right directly under the pin post. Question: most people are really connected. They are connected with God. I've heard many of you already this evening mention that. Do you feel that you were led to XRP in particular do you feel that God led you here? And we'll just do the same order.
Sure thing. I mean, honestly, I couldn't have said it better myself. You literally took the words right out of my mouth. Shout out to Opti, shout out to Bingo, Mr. Zamsteak. I mean, everybody watching, particularly Bingo and Opti, you guys did a really good job backing me up and getting me into the XRPO. I couldn't be more grateful, and especially to meet such a talented group of builders like we have. We're really, really building something for the future here, guys, and we're all going to be remembered, seriously. And a big shout out to all you guys. Absolutely. God first, baby. You know it.
Amen. Rob?
Yeah, XRP specifically, and I still think to this day it's a very odd thing for a prayer to lead you to. But I'm here and I'm feeling welcome, and I'm seeing opportunity in a world that in a lot of ways looks like it's exploding and it's all chaos. But when I come here, I'm like, no, even if it burns down, we're the ones who are going to rebuild it. So that's a huge honor and an amazing position to be in. And I can't explain it, but it is very compelling. And my song will be about it.
Amen. Bassimo.
Yeah, I want to say like everything happens for a reason. So that's why I came to the XRP Ledger. I'm proud of it. And I think this is God's blessing to me and to the community.
Amen. XRP man.
Yes, I was definitely sent, and I don't deserve it, and it's a blessing for all of us to be here. So yeah, I definitely think this is a crossroads that we're all at, and if you hold on, we're going to be the next kings. I really believe that.
Amen, brother. And yes,
I missed one quick shout out. I just want to shout out one more time to my daughter Natiri, who is watching, and I couldn't have done it without her. Thank you, Natiri.
Future XRP legend right there, I'm sure.
Simon, you want to answer that one real quick?
There is a God, and I am not him. And I'm here on YouTube right now. Wasn't my plan.
Yeah.
Wasn't my plan, but I'm enjoying the ride.
I definitely
100%.
believe God sent
100%.
me. God led me to this, and all you wonderful, beautiful people.
100%.
I hear the same thing over and over and over again, and you guys are all fantastic. Rob, we're gonna have you close us out, my friend, with a beautiful song, and thank you so much for coming to Dipito Faces of Crypto, guys. We love you.
That's right.
Absolute honor and pleasure. You can hear me?
We're good to
Yes.
go, brother.
Okay.
Take it away, man.
This song is called Love Aligned. When the love down deep in your chest gets eclipsed by the steel in your eyes, and the temperature is starting to rise in your mind, then the media cuts at you deep. Propaganda enters your sleep till you can't find the tears to weep. You're on fire, you're on fire. Put down the gun, you're not fooling no one, you're just scared, so am I. 'Cause it's not fun in a world they say is ready to die. Come alive, love alive. Now identity's thrown in the way. There's restrictions on words you might say, made to tangle your thoughts more each day. Free your mind, it's okay. 'Cause the monsters that rule broken streets, at least for now, they're all made out of meat. When their ignorant screaming has ceased, we will rise, we will rise. Put down the gun, you're not fooling no one, you're just scared, so am I. 'Cause it's not fun in a world they say is ready to die. Come alive, love aligned.
I know that the future is gonna be fine, given time. 'Cause all we know is a construct of our hearts and minds. So come alive, love aligned.
That was fantastic, you
Man,
guys.
that was great, dude. That hit me like, dude, you have like a Shine Down plus Oliver Anthony like feel, bro. Like those, it hits, man, it hits. And
It hit us.
You need to keep doing this. You need to keep doing this. And your manager's right. You need to get this out there. So keep pushing, because you are literally going to imprint on a lot of people like you've done here today on the Dip Toe Show. So thank you so much for going everything that you went through to be here today. Thank you for doing that.
An absolute honor.
That hit. Okay,
Amen.
here we go.
Here we go. Join us in the after space. We love you. Have a good night, guys.
Good